There we are. Hello, you. Do you enjoy us? So I made this little thing quickly cut together from the bracket. Still going cut games. Done with round one. The Piano Vagrant Bestie Prize. And James made it one round further in the bracket. Not see second game of Bestie. First one is part of the live cast. We also did not see Crisis versus Newlahan because these replays were lost in space, time, and the warp at the same time. Yeah, losers round. I've already done Fufu versus Pax due to personal interest, and so we go on with the losers round. One with Who Are You Warrior versus Tolly. Newlahan versus Kickin and Fogg versus Asman. Right into the game. As you think heard last week, I am too lazy to cut all of this because cutting basically takes as much time as producing in the first place. So I figure you prefer double content over half content actually cut. More lower quality is better than less high quality. If you disagree, tell me. Maybe I'll actually care for your opinion. Let's see. Oh, force of habit. So we were going, not the ones I played. We're doing. That's not correct. That's all inner games because they. Hey, Inna. What? Oh, give me a second. Well, going on YouTube, I don't know. Do I want music? Is it copyrighted? What you just did? Just try it. Super short because I didn't hear it. The hell? Try again. Now it came. I don't think that will be a copyright cut out strike. Alright. Anyways, I was looking for the games. This one we did last week. Did I not download them yet? Idiot I am. Yep, you will have to wait for me to download the games actually. Good thing I don't cut these. So maybe you will want to play some more music.
Brother, heretic. Brother.
Didn't have time today to prepare anything. I'm so sorry. Excusez-moi, mes amis. Um, Header. League log. Let's see, we were looking for which one was the first in my pick. The first one is Who Are You Warrior versus Twalali. So Twalali's match log. Got it. All right. Should be good now. And I don't even need to look for it. So, first one, Orks versus Chaos. Interesting. What? What do I see? Okay, the fun boys enough don't know what to. What? Just in case this is copyright problematic, I think I will have to pause this right here. Sorry. And off we go. I'm sorry, Tom, that you overdid it with the Dawn of War 2 for today. And now I shall watch this sweet MacBoy Twalali against Chaos Lord of Who Are You Warrior. I think it's one of his mains. It's basically the only hero I've seen him play. Seen that against Bestie's MacBoy as well, I think.
Victory point in sight.
So now in loser's round, someone explains to him that he has to put the L in. People not reading rules. Not fucking caring for them. Such a bane to my existence. So, classic build so far. Nothing special. MacBoy's playing with a Chaos Lord. Shooters come to help. But he keeps. Yep. One slugger goes down. Shooters are very timely in their soft retreats. I love it. Good micro there, Toil. Magpie keeps chasing the Chaos Lord, but does not have 100% fire on move anymore, because Mickey hated it. One heretic goes down, because he was terribly split from his bros. Yeah, force of the Chaos Lord. Nice. And now shoot the heretics. Good, good. So 1 gen and 1 gen, basically same timing. CSM. Now that these heretics have spotted the orc force, know there's only shooters and go in. Not. Oh, yeah, he's being cautious. Would have said just go for it. But yeah, when the sluggers come in.
Your forces obey you.
Voice Marines. Quite the standard. Depression. And here come the storms. Nice, love it. One storm boy landed a little badly, but it's still fine. Timely retreat, and the sluggers pile in to kill some more heretics. AC comes in at not the best timing while the Magboy's having fun with these guys over there. But full retreat. Wants to be back for his power in time. And Barrier smells it and rather goes. More heretics were slain there. Rather goes for map instead of the bash that would not have happened. Voice Marines at full life, so are the CSM, because heretics were focused. Can't say that's wrong. There is no war still. I mean, you should by now notice that he will certainly fight that. Good special by the Storm Boys. Battery pack from the Mag Boy coming in on the storms. Still they need to retreat because murder hobos do way too much damage. And also they are not flame resistant, so the Noise Marines do full damage to them. Together with the Chaos Lord right in there. Pretty hefty bleed. Sluggers make it out on 60 HP and 4 models. Pretty lucky there. I do not agree on the knob on one and shooter on the others, because the knob has synergy with the shooter, so if you go for both upgrades you want them on one squad. Shooter knob on this squad would actually do 33% more range DPS than this one, because the squad has big shooters, but I guess it is what it is. Shooting stuff in base, see from vanilla or something, retail. Yeah, I don't know. I absolutely prefer battery pack here, electric over battery pack, because then you can jump the Noise Marines, tie them up in melee, and if they do the little wave, or if anything like heretics comes in to deal with the Mag Boy, you activate the electric armor, since it still works when you're knocked back. There's no problem with cacophony as well. And he gets tankier with it, so he can actually tie them up for longer. So that's an upgrade that can make you take out the Noise Marines, while the rest of your forces can then deal with the heretics. Maybe if you have a shooter as well, you can suppress the chaos. Space Marines so they don't do any damage, so then you have Noise Marines not dealing damage and CSM not dealing damage, and you just ignore the enemy hero and just focus everything on the fucking heretics. Bleed and experience is the name of the game. And tanky heroes are just good, and he doesn't become tankier with a battery pack, so good against chaos, that is. I'm actually a fan of no-shoot upgrades against chaos. Maybe the one for this suppression, but apart from that, look at what happens if you go for too many upgrades, right? You can easily go with a 1 AC, like Noise Marines 1 AC, and he can make it to tier 2. That's a pretty strong force. And if you overinvest in upgrades, you are fucked when he gets to tier 2. Yeah, heretics cannot deal with that. Bomb boys completely useless when jumping Noise Marines, because Noise Marines can just kite them. Well, not completely. You can get a lucky special, then it's fine, but if you don't, kinda iffy. So the unupgraded heretics go down. Pretty bad from Warrior. But if he gets level 2 for it. Also, see, the battery pack didn't do much because there's so much fucking damage around chaos. Zap armor is way more interesting. I mean, it completely falls off in tier 2, but tier 1 is a way more of a pain against chaos, so yep. Yeah, retail player makes sense then, because they would of course try to bleed enemies in base, not because there's no damage resistance aura of base then. So yeah, barely making it tier 2. At least he does some counter bash, but can you say, yeah, very helpful on the reload time there, the global is. Cooldown of the burners is very low, so it doesn't do much for that, but reload time, it helps a little with the bashing. And since it's only 50 red now, why not? Because red is really not the problem of Toil, he can still go for a call the boys when he needs to. See, if you use Macboy like that for tying up, then I believe electric armor is better. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain. He's way too far ahead. I mean, look at that. You can easily now, I mean, upgrade the Blast Master, get... oh, I do not agree with that. Update the Blast Master and get... it will not reinforce. And get the Bloodletters out. Bloodletters baby sit the force. Blast Master absolutely annihilates any tank busters or beam eluders, and so the Chaos Dreadnought is basically untouchable. Only thing that can go in on that somewhat is well, nice, good blocking, beam eluder with global, I love it. Beamy Mac, sorry. Okay, okay. Now get in. You want... teleport back in. He tried to do it in a way that he could immediately attack. Is he gonna... yeah, he's... Cacophony? Hello? What? Why is he not fucking knocking them back with Cacophony? Oh my god! Okay, Troll is back in the game. Love it. I mean, he did lose a shooter. Didn't really see where, sorry. Stagger jump by the Storm Boys. Still no battery pack because the synergy with Death Gun is horrendous. I think Death Threat, but he doesn't quite. I mean, he invests so much fucking energy in his mech boy. He cannot Death Threat. Did not see a Call the Boys. I think he had the stuff for it, but I also didn't really see the opportunity for that. So it's fine. And now he just needs a shit ton of piercing and lost one of his shooters. Just typical. That's the thing I hate. Like fucking bloodletters, you want piercing against that, and orcs have no piercing in tier 2, so bloodletters are so damn good here. I mean, what you gonna do? Build more shooters in tier 2? Can't kill them with a Death Dread fast because they will just phase out. And then with the Corn Worship, yeah, there it comes. Then with the Corn Worship, the Plague Marines are extra lethal. So yeah, Death Dread is fine, but you never want to. And if you have the Death Dread, you know it's either gonna be Last Cannon Havoc or Plague Marines. And that's exactly... Okay, now the battery pack will be helpful. I think he does it a little too early. Oh, I don't quite agree with that. That Bomber Boy. I think he should have jumped on the Heretics again. Maybe it was still on cooldown, the jump, that is. And now the Knob dies. Maybe another special. Yeah, not dead. Neckboy Cap'n. While the Storm Boys die. Good timing on the Bloodletters. Yes. Nicely done. Gets 1-2. One more model. Judas Cap'n.
One of our generators is under attack.
Slugger's sneaking in. Oh, he's trying to... Is he just gonna brute force it? Yeah. Go for the heretics, please. The Magboy's doing nicely, but he kinda wants the shield. And now here's the Plague Marines, obviously. Yeah. This shit, like double bloodletters into Plague Marines, and all you fucking want is piercing, and there's no piercing in Orc tier 2. Please give Death Dread a piercing fucking upgrade or so. I don't know. I mean, he does have his double shooters at the start. Yeah. It is in tier 1. So what? And the problem is it scales terribly. Like, most other races could say, okay, I could go... I'll get more piercing in tier 2, or maybe let my tier 1 piercing scale. Not Orks. Nope. Yeah, for Death Dreads, range stance, right? Then duck everything down. Yeah, Termagants actually have, without the Is this without number? No, without number is a global. What's the upgrade? Let's them reinforce 1 for 2. 2 for 1. Yeah. So Storm Boys are on the plagues, or trying to be on the plagues. There's the Calder Boys. Nothing's on the Heretics though. Sorry, but he needs the Mech Boy shield. Melee the fucking Plague Marines with that, so they are knocked over and can't fucking fire. Everything else piles, especially the Storm Boys, piles on the fucking worshipping Heretics. And you ignore the Bloodletters as long as you can. And he tried to fight worshipped Bloodletters, it's just not gonna work. All Marines are gonna deal with the shooters. And the PCs are just gonna kite this thing forever. Because Worship Heretics are still there. And now we have a Melter Gun as well. I'll just melee it, come on. Well, I guess now the Plagues have to go. He's not gonna get another one, is he? Or maybe against infantry he can actually. I don't know. Can he? Nope. He has that weird chasing behavior sometimes where even if he's faster, he assumes exactly the speed that the enemy has and stays right behind them. Twirl throws in the towel, and yeah, Deathtrap probably would have died to the letters, and Blake was behind him. I'd say the ability of the Deathtrap was on cooldown. I haven't seen it. So game 1 goes to Varia. After game 2, well, on his beloved IG, Varia on Space Marines. Apo against Lord General.
Commander here. Ready and able.
It's gonna be interesting. I mean, Lord General is the IG hero where Assault Marines are most common, and Apo is probably the SM hero that synergizes best with Assault Marines, so you could assume that there's a slight advantage of Various side here from the picks. However, Twalali, the infamous Sentinel, double Sentinel player, if he does a double Sentinel here, I'm not sure Varia wants assaults. Not too familiar with the matchup, so I can't tell. Would you want Assault Marines against double Sentinel? What do you say? Experts in chat. I mean, I guess you could say you don't want double Sentinels, period. She does nice DPS to the Sentinel here. Sergeant is in. Sentinel's got the Stomp, and the other one is just capping forces of the Apothecary. Scouts don't really want in here. Melee on the Guardsmen. They repair, so they can be forced into melee and at least deal damage. And now the Space Marines run, so they don't lose a model. Sentinel Stomp would have been up quite soon, if I'm not completely wrong. And he actually goes, tries for the bash. Heavy weapons team coming out. One scout build. I guess this is quite standard. No, not flamers. He goes for the turret. I always forget that IG has two ways of securing that bash. And especially against the Devastator, that's pretty awesome, because Devastator can't do shit against the turret, unlike Souls. A third guardman coming in. Nah. Nice. Stomp. Somewhat into the turret. Could have been better, but it's fine. The lead model is being attacked, and that being low helps. Lord General goes for the I reinforce and melee you kind of strategy. But no one actually bashes. Not even the turret. Can IG turrets actually hit nodes? I don't know. Hello? Unlucky knockback there. For Twirl, that is. Of course we root for Twirl here, right? Because he's one game down, so why wouldn't we root for Twirl? Sergeant Guardsman doing nothing. These come over to bash with a Sergeant bash and, I guess, force of the Space Marines. Doable, doable. What are these Devastators doing? I mean, you should know that there's a turret. I don't get this positioning. Oh, okay. Good, that makes more sense. So now we have Assaults and Devastators. Hey, Benji. I root for Twirl here. You may do what you want. Our lovely Finn. Beloved. Whatever. Okay. Swords are out. Better counter with the heavy weapons team. Alright, alright. I don't 100% understand, but I mean, it kind of feels like Catachance, doesn't it? Would give you an additional knockback against the heavy weapon team, and they could counter the assaults after jumping in. I don't get this. I don't get the third guardsman, and I certainly don't get this one. But Twirl does what Twirl does, and we will see if it works. We can make it work. Assaults coming in right into the heavy weapons team, so he already somewhat made it work, because who would expect the fucking heavy weapons team in that situation? And the Apo goes down. Ooh, misplay. He did a foo-foo. Sentinel will get that Devastator. And like that, the Space Marine forces are forced off. Twirl can go tier 2-2. Come on, push that button. You will need it. Please, Twirl. Yes, thank you. Going for map control as fast as he can. Let's see what the heavy weapons team will set up now. Cap, yeah, nice. Scouts can really do this.
We have a target.
Sentinel's trying to find them and is successful in that endeavor. Instant retreat. And he will find their weapons team not set up, which is exactly what you want if you're a Sentinel. Ah, barely managed to stop the cap. And that's an instant Razorback. We will see if that will be a last cannon or just the rocket upgrade. Or something entirely different. Ha! Jumps right into the weapons team again. So ignore everything I said. The weapons team was a perfect counter against assault marines. If you already feel you have the ranged advantage, I didn't quite see that with Apothecary, Tacticals, and Devastator being there, but it sure worked. So what now, last cannon it is? He's just gonna do the bleeding, ignore the Razorback. Interesting. Oh, the path blocking. Wow! Rear armor hit. Okay. Way to get a game finished. Loses 0 for it though, but well worth, I would say. Well worth. And now he's got triple GM, probably going for plasma and yeah. And sergeants, commissars in a Chimera. So, yep, that's gonna be tough. Because the triple GM can, without a doubt, out-heal a last cannon, even if it gets stimmed up. And with commissars, he can theoretically do a short retreat out of any Devastator or Assault Marine, and then just cancel the retreat at the cost of one model. Yeah, Assaults cannot deal with that. And the Devastators are still being knocked back by the off-map barrage. Stim on the devs. But yeah. Where are the commissars? I guess he's bleeding dry a little. Yeah, just send your last cannon, Captain.
Sentinel standing by. Happy to be of service, sir. Processing the lad's request.
Wow. Interesting move. You know there's a last cannon already. Go for Dreadnought. Commissars are right here. Well, one is here. He could have retreated and cancelled, and he does it now. Pretty sure he will. That's a cancel. And now they will let Plasma rain down. The last cannon really isn't a problem. How much DPS is that? Like 30? These two repair 30. Nope, it does not look healthy at all.
Found a
Yeah, yeah.
requisition point here.
He indeed never buys that Sentinel missile. Come on, let us boomers play what we're comfortable with. Oh, 41, okay. Yeah, but still. Effective 11 DPS left. Why did he cancel that barrage? I think he may have killed something on the way back of it. Oh, look! The missile launcher. Yeah. Hopefully he's not... Yeah, he is auto-reinforcing. So that autocannon will bleed him so much rag because he's paying for one. That thing kills one model at a time. And killing one model at a time, if it instantly reinforces, is a bane to Toral's Echo. So he really needs to stop auto-reinforcing these guardsmen and do it manually. They can jump again and finish off if he has a micro. Nope. Sentinel goes down. Okay. Dreadnought is doing better than expected. Oh, wrong way setup. That's the problem. Troll has ample power, maybe he now thinks that he wants save some wreck. But how to? How to?
The requisition point's in trouble.
All the plasmas. Look at this amount of dead guardsmen with plasma guns. It's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, exactly what you would expect the battlefield Space Marines against Imperial Guard to look. Tons of dead guardsmen. What is Toll doing? I don't like this. They just shoot the Assault Marines instead of the Dreadnought. Was he still hidden? Jump in. Oh, too late. Dead. Yes. Why? Ah, Miss Micro. Wrong guardsman squad. Troll, wrong guardsman squad. Why did it shoot this? Yeah, Apo does his job pretty damn well. Where is he even? Oh, just hiding. In the back line! Because remember, be an Israeli, shoot medics as good as you can. Level 3 for the Dreadnought. Melter gun for the Lord General. Buff is in. And now these... Oh, the Melter, of course, is helping here, and those last cannon. Level 3 Dreadnought goes down, and suddenly Troll is back into the game. Scout squad coming in. To cap, I guess? And very nice pick here. It super helps the guardsman with the ability that the fight harder ability that increases their rate of fire, so the DPS goes up, which is always nice against regenerating and healing enemies. Retreat! And cancel retreat. Oh, they don't have the commissar, so they can't. Just reinforce through it, yeah. 166 VPs to chew through. Don't get your camera too far away of your guardsman. Get into a position. Death blob is here. Now he split, and the soul jump is out to get that cap. Oof, Angels of Balance. And Tor's like, nope, I'm not fighting that. What? Who died there? Was that the Commissar? From the Lord General? No, Commissar's still here. So it was just a side model, I guess. Guardsmen defend this VP. They can try to keep defending it. Assaults are still off the map. And Troll noise that, so if they spearhead in there and eat plasma, they may lose another model or two. Because Apo is quite far off. He's desperate for VPs, isn't he? Lucky he didn't lose one. And in comes a nice Barish. Yep. I mean, it's not gonna kill anything, but it's buying time and therefore VPs. Did you see the assaults? Devastator forced off. And the guardsman will go. Another weapons team. Teams GG, GG.
For the Emperor, sir. Ever onward.
Really? He throws in the towel here. Well, yeah. That Dreadnought here basically threw the game for him. He was looking very good for Varia, but it is what it is. Off to game 3. Yeah. Yes. Come on, I can eat some in between games, can I not? IG versus Chaos this time. If you say he's PC main, that's gonna be PC now, isn't it? It is!
I protect the Imperium.
And we get the Inquisitor
Strategic point spotted here.
to try and deal with that. Not going for his power? Sorry? Excuse me? Did I miss something? That's a double sentinel then, isn't it? If you focus rack that heavy? Or at least sentinel triple guardsman. I guess after the last game, not having any requisition all game, he thought like, oh, double natural rack, let's go. I want that shit before my power. Okay, time to snipe a heretic.
This place is rife with chaos.
Well, I guess you can't when they run from you.
Blade from me.
And Sentinel's like, yep, I'm gonna help my Inquisitor. Guardsman, move. 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 Ah! Lucky special, sadly only hit one heretic. Not sure, maybe actually stunning the PC here and DPSing down the heretics would have been better. Just hug some cover here or there so the heretics can't surround you, stun the PC and... Yeah, close, but she got out.
Show me our way to victory.
Didn't she? So, good old shoot and repair. A little more further. Onward, Sentinel. Instantly kills an IG. Just hit one model with a stomp. Tank traps doing what they do and fucking over Sentinels ever since 2011. Double node though. Why? So it is the triple guardsman again. Plasma gun doing its thing. Another tank trap almost blocked the sentinel. We have a havoc. What do you think about spotters here? Better deal with the havoc and actually get the enemy out of heavy cover positions or even garrisons. Yep, Troll thinks it's a good idea, while Warrior goes for the noise. Oof. Very good in dodging the stomps today.
Generator coming up. We're pinned down out here. Chaos forces lashing out. So the generator is online.
He will be happy to take this fight. And bomb. Yeah, I was about to say, when you see Havocs, it's a free Rosarius, isn't it?
With this, I cannot be
Chaos Marines are attacking.
Now he's got a tank immediately hero. The one thing that Chaos hates.
Target taken. Power node. Roger. just need to find an edge.
What logic? What do you mean in a aren't spotters like soft anti-garrison?
Sir, power node is ready.
Ah, not Havoc, sorry. Noise Marines. If you see Noise Marines, it's a free Rosarius. Sorry. I meant to say Noise Marines, not Havoc.
The end of their play, champion.
Snipe the PC, that's somewhat
Power
helpful,
node's been targeted.
but he does lack energy. Power. Power, sorry. So there will be a tier 2 of Chaos soon,
Imperial Guard structure destroyed.
while Troll really struggles to keep his power up. No farm, no reserves.
Has improved.
I have
Who is at the level 2 now?
quitting this task for another, I trust.
Yeah.
Don't ask me. We're in the middle of upgrade. We are under attack.
Yeah. Too much shit to tie up in melee for her.
We are under attack.
I think he would have made it into the building, wouldn't he?
Power node. Roger.
It is what it is. Oof. These heretics made it into retreat path earlier. I don't know, man. 100 HP on a hero? I could slay that.
Buildings right ready, sir. Holding enemy contact.
Huh.
Power node is ready.
The... What?
Structure under attack. Sir, they have us pinned. Their Havoc systems have us.
Yeah, it is going nuts in the chat right now. But totally throws in the towel because he sees no way of ever reaching that much desired tier 2. So, Varia advances in the losers bracket and Trolley drops out of the tourney after losing to Torpid and Varia. But he got one game off of each of them, so that's something. Yeah, the towel throws in the toil. So, let me look for another series. That would be Newland versus Kickin and Fock versus Asman. Fock, Schnock. There we go. Called one. So I think I already have this. Oh, I actually downloaded these 3 last week. Okay. Into my playback folder you go. Have them, and then I need Discord because the others, or Kickin versus Dollarhan, is not uploaded. This is what we will be watching now. Kickin versus Dollarhan, Bullyhan. Because I think there will be some drama. We all love drama, don't we? A sweet drama 3. Hopefully those are correct. So we should be set for the rest of the evening with these 2 series. Which one do we want? Yeah, we go from top to bottom, right? So it would be Chicken versus Bully. So we start with this. Load in. Chaos versus Orks, actually. On the map, we have already seen Chaos versus Orks today. Much interesting. Why not? I'm always in. My sweets don't open. Come on. Ah, got it. Alrighty. Let's go. Warboss versus Chaos Lord. Yawn. Fucking Chaos Lords everywhere. Let's see what the boss can do. Looks like we'll watch this one live, and at least he puts in the L, so I was able... Wait, why wasn't I able to find the replay then? Maybe I didn't try? No, I didn't find it. That's why Dollarhan sent it to me. Thanks, by the way. Weird stuff. So standard builds so far. Should lead with a warboss, not with the shooters. I've seen this a lot recently, where people playing Orks just accept that they will lose tier 1 and rather go for something, go for one fight and try to gain back some map after that. Like here, he piled down everything in mid with a warboss. That can work because he can tank frontline, tie up the CSM, and the rest of your army would be able to deal with double heretics and ignore Chaos Lord. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Why did I not fuck? I guess we'll start again. No one ever saw that, right? Hmm. I need to activate my chat overlays so I can see the chat on my main screen so I don't take quite so long to react to you guys. Right, let's go. I'm not gonna repeat myself on this. You'll just have to watch them cap.
Chaos Space Marines, eternally eager for war.
Haven't seen Piano's doggo on the shoulder for a while. So he piles down mid, but leads with the shooters. Not with Warboss. Tries to get into cover, does so well. And now he just tries to force off the Chaos Lord. As good as he can. I think he should really just stay on there with the shooters, with the sluggers. Because this kiting doesn't really help him much. It will just lead to actual model kills. The squad will be lower in HP if you just keep on him. And the heal from the Kill the Weaks will be greater. But you, if you're lucky, you will not lose any models for it.
Your forces obey you.
The double shooter support. Also Noir, which I find strange. So yeah, he wins this fight, forces off the Chaos Lord, only loses one model for it. But Bullyhan obviously gets the sides for it. But since his army is still alive and well, he can now get one side back. And it's overall okay. Only problem is if he doesn't split early and goes also all in mid, then you're fucked, because then he will force you off. That was kind of gamble of kicking here. If all Chaos units were there, I'm pretty sure Chaos would have won that. And then you get forced off for nothing, and he gets all the map. So that get everything together, that kind of thing, is a huge gamble. Oof. Storm Boys in a terrible position. Jump out to buy time. And a counter bash it is. Havocs are coming. Try and defend while the heretics bash. What? Why? Why do you position here? So you can shoot the Stormboys on approach? Because you don't want to shoot the Stormboys on approach for some reason. No Havoc died that day. Fuck, I don't fucking get that. What the hell? I mean, you want to be close to the heretics, so if they jump in, you can suppress and pile on them and kite out with the CSM, but why behind the shot blocker? Maybe it's just an accident, who knows. He's close to his heretics, so that's fine. Bad Havoc control, one goes down. Traded for one shooter. And the shooter knob upgrade again. Weirdly enough, tries to get some heretics in retreat. Gets one. Fucking fight him. He just used his kill the weak. Why are you running? What are you running from? Yes, you want out of the Havoc range, but you are. Just go for it. Well, now Kill the Weak will be back off cooldown soon. It's 30 seconds. Could be soonish. And here it comes. Yeah. Okay, Storm Boys, your job. What? Quite short, but enough. Oh! Oh! That seems like the luckiest fucking jump ever. But on the other hand, if Storm Boys are out, you shouldn't have heavy infantry weapons teams out there with half HP. Because this is what can happen. It also would have happened if he jumped him correctly. But if they retreated this way, they'd be fine. That was quite fucking lucky on Kickin's part. So, no more Havocs then. But he got bashed. But counter bashed, I think. Where's... Okay. On the sides. I don't know, the knob... If it was big shooters here, he could have suppressed them. And then... put the DPS into the heretics. Storm Boys would be way more healthy now. But, well, just one Storm Boy model lost, and that's 5 power more. I guess it's fine. So let's see if Kicking will float. He is kind of notorious for floating a lot, right? They get in position. Nice. Wait for them to try and pile in onto you. Doesn't have much. You killed the Havocs. It's fine. You just side lane with Storm Boys, I guess. Don't quite agree with the angry bits.
Our Chaos Lord has reached level 2. Our temple's dark majesty grows with our power.
Doggo coming in.
You give ground to the enemy. Fight harder.
Wait, what? Your war boss. Oh, he doesn't have any red. Okay. I was about to say, how the fuck did the heretics force off the sluggers when you could just use your choppers? I do love the hammer against chaos, but on the other hand, you kind of need the claw here too, so yeah. Just leave him vanilla, or if you try to tie up the tags a lot, CSM, sorry, a lot, then... What? The fuck are you doing? Retail player, right? Oh my god.
A requisition point is slipping away.
That's a huge fucking gamble on the Death Dread. Holy crap. Or even a truck. He just goes weirdo now. And focuses on getting tier 3. Maybe shooter upgrades, obviously. Yeah, shooter upgrades is nice now. Then this should be game. He does have quite... I mean, guess he's going for the Dreadnought. Yeah. So at least you can soft counter the Dreadnought with the Death Dread anymore. Kikin really trying to rush tier 3 off of this? I mean, why not? If you see Plagues, you can certainly do it. And if there's a Dreadnought with a Havoc's dead, you already have the Angry Bits, it's clawing time. But really an armor would be more helpful than the Angry Bits, wouldn't it?
From these ranks.
Not sure, can he finish this under Dreadnought fire? Can. But at what cost? Dreadnought get some XP? Okay. I was about to say, you need to get something if you're trying to 1v1 Storm Boys. Lucky special though helps a lot. Busters it is. No claw. For some reason. I mean, there's no fucking melee counters. Just pile your fucking melee on him. You can't. I mean, yeah, there's this, but you know. That can counter everything. Don't quite agree with the Busters. Sorry, this is that bad. I try to not eat during the games, okay?
One of our generators is under attack.
Next generate. I mean, if you're going for the bash, at least take the Busters. Or will he throw his dread again? The fuck? Just kite him properly and Russian retreat? No. I guess not. Chicken floating.
We have 200 points remaining. You are failing your gods.
What the fuck, man? Yeah. Oh! He barraged and bomber boyed, and now he can't call the boys anymore. Well, I guess you want to bleed a few more models anyways, and then you will have the red, so it's fine. Just go in, fight the fucker. I still don't get why he's not getting the fucking claw, man. Now call them, not quite enough yet. Now you no 199. Yeah, you really need that red before you go into the fight. Forest off. Yeah. I don't think he planned to call the boys play. For some reason he didn't. He really didn't. And the barrage and the bomber boy didn't do much, really.
We have 100 points remaining.
I like that, super effective against orcs. If you use slaughter and draw the chain blades, they are almost as good as how you erase that, just put it on the side. Almost as good as white bloodletters, as corn marines. Difference being you still have the ranged attacks as well, and it's cheaper.
If that victory point is lost,
They're just so good against light infantry races. Not the victory you promised us. So Kikin is way ahead on the VPs, and now he's going for that sweet tier 3. What? Mobs? I guess knobs, right? Yes, lot goes down. We finally have the claw. Holy shit. Yeah, get the fucking global on him and let him kill that thing. All the globals, really. What the fuck? Just attack these. That was an early retreat. I mean, I guess he wants to be with his other troops. Yeah, I guess he wouldn't have killed much. It would have just been buying time here. But with Art Boys, and since he's not going for the Calder Boys anyways, I think he could have survived a lot longer in here. He still has no armor though. That's a problem. Like, this Angry Bits is not doing much. Is it? I guess it adds up over the course of the game. Okay, Stormboy's jumping in to double heretics and the maul. I guess they can force off one heretic, while the busters do well into the dreadnought here. So, still no red for Calder Boys. Okay, Storm Boys are trying to duel a Chaos Lord, but now there's a tank. That should do well here. One letter goes down. Very now stomp. Was that even a stomp? Or was it just a special? Can't special the Chaos Lord anymore, but he goes down now. Bye bye, Claude.
Chaos Lord lays incapacitated.
Yeah.
Acquisition point is slipping away.
What accessory does he have? I didn't see. Begin the piece. Hello. Yeah, exactly the reason. This combined with this and heretic worship is the reason why I wouldn't have gone for tank. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would have gone for tank, but not if I thought about it like I can now. watching these games, you can always, you have so much time to think about the proper way to go. Loses his wobbles like a foo-foo. Storm boys. Oh god, now I'll call the boy. Come, oh, okay. Good call the boys. Dreadnought will go down. Good XP for the tank. Almost level 3. So, almost both heretics. I can. But yeah, cap you fool, exactly. Globals? Just put all the fucking wobbles globals, yeah. Then just fuck him up. Okay, focus the letters, there's no worship, focus the letters, focus like everything you have on the letters. No tank fucking, oh, there's bloodless global. Tank focuses on the Chaos Lord. But he does have the double cap. And Warboss going for the third one. Nothing can win the Warboss. This is looking like Deacon's game. Get the fucking armor upgrade. So you have another knockback to keep him from capping with fucking Plague Marines. Oh, he's gonna lose because Plague Marines will cap, is he? No. You can. Melee the Plagues, maybe? Blood Sacrifice strong. Good barrage. Saves the cap. Heretics level up for some fucked up reason. Slugger Knob came in to save the sluggers from retreating. And did he use his tank ability? Anyways, still a double cap. I don't know what Color Boy's cooldown is, but it's pretty low. I would assume 60 seconds. Come on. Wow, that's a low. The barrage cooldown seems super fucking. What did the Warboss do? He left his post. Idiot. Stomp him. Oof. Oh my god. It's a one cap for Dullahan. Yeah. But Kicken has this. Gets the, well, game's not over yet.
Who among you shall rise?
Yeah, just AFK Warboss here and send everything over here. No, tank, what? I guess he's got it.
If that victory point is lost, this failure shall not be soon forgotten.
What? A close game in the end. Why the nail biter? Yeah, well, what can you say? Bullyhan threw it with his Plague Marine purchase. And then Kicking kinda played into that with the tank, but was good enough to play it safe. Second, wait, what? Oh, we've been into these, yeah. Second one. This is the second one. Bullyhan now on his favorite Old Malleus main race. And Kicking on Space Marines. isn't he? Base commander. Let's go. So, kind of want to rat with Space Marines until tier 1.5. However, on a map like that, with garrisons, I guess you can also... That makes it way easier. Garrisons make it way easier in tier 1.0 for the Space Marines, because attacks can actually hide from heroes or the strike squad in buildings. New walk of strikes. Kinda weird when they put it in. Well, some people hate it when they turn to the right for some reason while running.
Support installation deployed.
Just nice defensive cabin by Dollahan. Sorry, by Kickin. Dollahan just yeets forward his brother captain alone on the garrison side. Weird decision. I mean, guess scouts in a garrison could have shot him for quite some time. And equally weird of Kickin to push mid. What the hell is going on? Will doing God's work. Well, if I was God, that is. Finally tries to go for garrisons. Actually gets out without a model loss now.
Is there something more important?
One scout built by Kickin though. Hence the gen. Otherwise, if you want assaults, you only go for node.
I am harried by enemy fire.
Against Automalius, you could also think about noding a contested power, but he didn't, and now he's losing it. And if it's perks, you kinda don't want to, right?
You are devoid of honor.
Devoid of honor? What? Why that? Yeah, no more hiding in garrisons now. Kinda should have waited for the fight until ASMs are out. Does have the Iron Halo though, as if these were Noise Marines. Weird decision, because, well, strikes should upgrade now, just to get the sucky in. Wouldn't you usually go for Power Blade and Artificer to make him a little more tanky? Yeah. I think you can get it if you already have Artificer and want to be even more tanky. Or if you really need the knockback resistance. But apart from that, I mean, you could argue that he gets knockback resistance anyways once you use Battle Cry. And then again, Automalius can leech you energy, so... But he uses it on the assaults, so it's fine. Here's Power Sword. Yeah, I mean, you could argue that ability of these do max health dependent damage. So Artificer retreat maybe? Oh yeah, or do that. So in going Artificer increases your max health and therefore increases the damage of the perks when they use their ability against your hero. So you could argue that therefore Halo is quite good against perks. But that's the only advantage I see here.
Research under the enemies of man are capturing one of our strategic points.
I step back there. Exactly how you need to use perks. Suppress, step back a little, keep firing. Step back if they are close.
Our enemies are shaken. Push before they recover.
And now he gets a second scout. Weird. There's double perks. And he gets a scout. Like, fucking Devastator would be the play. What is going on? Or all I care. Snipers? Just a scout to cap? Not really worth it here. Not really doing things.
New units are available for deployment. The enemies of man are capturing one of our strategic points.
That's a good position. Location secure. Requisition point under control.
For the Ordo Manius.
Oh, here comes the Devastator.
Our enemies have 300 points remaining.
My faith is my shield. No
Shall it be? Speak.
So, Bullyhan invested considerably less in tier 1, therefore he's tier 2 earlier, and here's the Razorback. Not sure what... oh, good special on the tags. Like... on the strikes. Ooh, transport back. Gets one though. Yeah. Was it a scatter miss though? I wish you could pull back replays and see what actually happened. They either the Razorback was behind the shot blocker and they weren't told to hold fire and therefore opened up on the strikes, and then the strikes hopped into the transport, so they still shot the strikes and that wouldn't do damage to the transport because no AoE damage. Or they actually tried to shoot this transport, but don't spoil. Oi was trying to shoot the transport, and it was transport bug, where transports with units inside sometimes can't be hit by AV.
Our enemies have 200 points remaining.
Taking position
Equipping Nemesis Demon Hammer. We are losing a requisition point to enemy action.
And shotguns. Tier 2 shotguns.
New means for our righteous fight.
Does appear that Kickin is not
Deploying plasma cannon.
really having much experience with this matchup and doesn't quite know what to do. It really does seem planless. Oh lol. We have a ranged dreadnought. Automali's ranged dreadnought. So what now? Oof. Good shot actually.
Combat, brothers.
I mean,
No mercy, no respite.
why didn't he go for Devastators after the assaults? Or just fucking Devastators into assaults? Instead he got the
The
Halo.
enemies of man are capturing one of our strategic points.
I don't know, kinda hurts. My feelings.
Deploying support installation.
Build makes no sense. Like, the fuck?
Retrieving armaments from the hallowed vaults. Research annulled.
What do you want against Automalius in tier 2? You want Razorback as well, right?
Prosecute the unending purge. Support installation
Think you do?
deployed.
Ah, if only I would know better about
Our
matchups.
enemies have 100 points remaining.
Look at that. 600 wreck. Floating around.
Righteous fight.
Like it was nothing. Not the bomb and plasma. Gun. Not exactly helpful. Why is a plasma gun? I mean, he can't really. The Razorback was out. Yes, it helps against these Grey Knights and even the hero, but the Razorback fucks you up. He couldn't know that there was a ranged dreadnought coming at the time, that makes it even worse of a purchase. At least rocket launcher could do something.
Our operation has been a success. Lord the Emperor.
I don't know. Didn't seem like Keegan had any kind of game plan. But maybe I'm just at least I couldn't see it. Couldn't see it. Doesn't mean that he didn't have one. Maybe it was just too elaborate for me to see. Alright, that's one. I don't think I will do the other series. This time, Eversaw Assassin
There is the objective, the key to victory.
versus Jessica.
Kin watch from above.
I guess he's going for the gate abuse, right? Because what else
Location spotted.
do you get Farseer for if not for gates? And it's a pretty damn good gate map.
Victory point. We have succeeded in our objective.
Adding support structure.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. You can leave your power alone against Automalius. They don't really have fast dash into 1.0. Otherwise, I would be irritated by these, basically all of his army leaving the side of his power. When you usually with a double gen build would position defensively, and therefore if you push anywhere it would be it or the direction of your power. On the other hand, Romalius usually also goes for double gens if they are on this build to Unity 1.0. For some reason Bullyhand doesn't, and that would mean interceptors instead of. Nope. Actually pretty good for perks. What the hell do I know? Why did I think Ormalis would do double gen? No idea. Why I thought that. Enforced off. Nice and quick. Still, Bullyhand got one more point and is decapping this. So as forced off as he is, kinda still has okay map. Do like the vanilla ranges against Ormalius. They can help Banshees win fights they wouldn't otherwise very nicely, and they can beat a lot of shit on the side lane. They can tie up perks in case it's early perks, but it isn't. It's interceptors.
Adding warp generator.
The scales of fate are order.
So what you do against this is LR. Want more anti-melee. Anti-melee there.
Generator operational.
I guess Fortune Armor and make your Banshees more tanky.
Precious Eldar lifeblood has
Maybe
been spilled.
maybe healing stuff. It's called. What is this? What kind of blob cap? So 3 Guardians lost. Spirit Stones, I think. Would that be it? So then you could heal them and afterwards throw the buff on them. But then again you don't have the energy to do that, and guide is helpful too to just make them do more damage. So I guess it's just the tanky armor and the fortune guide combi. Guide on the shuriken, and non-just its range, therefore does some nice chip here. Retreat to dodge, intercept the jump, and just go cap alone, as you would do against Automalius.
Adding support structure.
If you send anything that can beat them, they just hide themselves. I guess it's shout into nade, right? Like you want the plasma grenade in here now. So they get knocked back, Banshees can back off, and Shuriken can set back up. Failed that little bit of micro here. Eversaw catches the Rangers. Will they be able to cloak out? Doesn't look like it. Not like that for sure. Yeah, he will lose a model here. And IST's on the side, the Rangers would just beat in melee. At least he got an earlier tier 2. Nice. Picking that is. Rangers got some map control. But the thing they want to be up against, they aren't. So in that regard, good maneuvering and macro play by Bullion. One IST gets to live.
We must save the lost ones.
The time for speed has passed. Temple Exarch leads us, Banshees.
Again, very low investment. Tier 1. One additional unit and one upgrade on the strikes for whatever reason. He got that, but he did. Banshee Exarch is out. They do have the aspect of strength. And here come guide the fucking Banshees. Now there's a guide, but that's a little late. Interceptors will just jump again. Yeah, like if they jump in, I guess you have to shout into Nate basically instantly. Otherwise, you will not be able to reset up your weapon.
Guardians have come afield. One of our generators is under attack.
New strength from greater numbers.
All the Justicars are here. And a Wraith Lord is coming. I'm not sure. I agree with Wraith Lord here. Because that will just get him to get even more outmaneuvered. Also save some energy on your rangers maybe.
More cautiously now.
So that's just a retreat.
The foe besets our holdings.
It doesn't know about the Wraith Lord yet, I think. Maybe he's seen rushing being done. Goes for the Greynar Dreadnought, but I think he should know better than to make it an Melter gun. He really should. Got nothing to protect the Melter Dreadnought from melee Wraith Lord. Spirit Stones, actually. Now you can use them, yeah. Did you see the Dreadnought?
The foe seeks to deprive us of a vital resource.
Because at that point, yeah, goes for the melee. Nice. Good decision. Which now means you want the Brightlands here. So again, Kikin has absolute range dominance if he goes for the Brightlands here, yes. So he just needs to open up. Well, not absolute anymore because he doesn't have the Shuriken anymore. I guess he actually wanted the Shuriken on the Wraith Lord. And not Brightlands. Because he knew it was a melee Dreadnought, so the Brightlands is nice to just deter it from rushing in, and if it rushes in and gets a lot of Brightlands shots, on the other hand, Obviously, interceptors will jump it. Now you gotta melee the interceptors with your Wraith Lord. Yeah, nice. Still no grenade on the Guardians. And now there's a melee duel, but the Wraith Lord will handily win that with... Ooh, the Banshees die. Will he though? Will he win that? I usually would say he should. But with this much melee helping out, he may not. And this is basically a Vendread. This is not a Dreadnought of Space Marines, this is Automali's melee Dreadnought. He has shit tons of HP.
The foe seeks to deprive us of a vital resource.
What? What? He hits twice? Anyone knows what he means?
We have 300 points remaining.
No, Mickey, you heard it. Rage quit in game 3, and this is how Kickin leaves the tournament. Rage quitting. Well, no reason to go on watching this. So what did he mean with double hit? Well, you can go back at the video and look at it. I don't think I've seen anything weird there. It's just that the fucking Wraith Lord still fired his bright lance when the interceptors jumped in, instead of, well, killing the fucking interceptors, so that the bright lance could back up, set up again, could have then ignored the dreadnought, or, well, largely ignored it and just kept slapping infantry. And once the bright lens set up back again, you can kite the dreadnought, bright lens, damaging it, even repair your Wraith Lord, all that shit. But he basically did nothing. Like his newest and most important unit did nothing at the start of that engagement. Did get a good levy blade, but didn't seem to use it much. Yeah, I don't know. Probably also had resources. What was he going for even at that point? Maybe he should have just waited for his next unit before he engaged again. Yeah, Spirit Stones. Don't get it. Get it. What the Spirit Stones were about here. Don't quite see them doing anything. And not like I can't pull it off yet, but if you are a high level Eldar player, you should be able to pull off Shout Grenade, and Shout Grenade was exactly what he needed in tier 1 and he didn't do it. Like fucking interceptors jump in, you know where they go. You just run in your banshees, cry at them, put in a few hits, throw the grenade, run back the banshees together with a shuriken that was jumped, set up the shuriken anew, put your banshees in a guarding position. So if these interceptors that now got a few banshee hits and ate a grenade will jump the shuriken a second time, they will fucking die. But yeah, Fury. Easily said. I mean, What the Automalius does there is just, you know, queuing in his interceptors, while the Eldar has to press a whole lot of buttons, while the rest of the Automalius force just ace in behind them. And there's a, I mean, wasn't a brother captain this time, so he can't just A move the shuriken at least. If that's a brother captain, way worse. Basically, I don't know what you do then. You go for double cheese? No, you don't want that because he's got the global. I don't know. I don't know. Stronger hero? Didn't quite see the Farseer doing much here. I guess with a Farseer support, like with a guide, at least your Banshees can reliably beat the Strike Squad into 1.0. That's something. Alright guys, 1 hour is 2 hours is over, 2 hours of casting, and so next time we'll do the last one in losers bracket, Fog against Asmon Deus. And for now, I'm out. I'll see you next Wednesday, maybe for that when I play some 1v1 myself. Have a good day. And I'm sneaking out.